So the most intense experience I've had was when I was about 16 or 17. Two friends and I went to a spot we'd go to. It's about 30 miles west of Roswell and go sky gaze. We'd seen a few things there before. You can see the Milky Way. There's no light pollution from the city. There's no houses nearby. On this particular night, to the south of us on the horizon, we see four orange orbs flying one after another, basically in formation. As they're slowly going by, they start dropping little tiny red orbs out of them that are just zipping around everywhere. We're completely amazed. So to the right of them on the horizon, there's a hill, and these lights go behind it. So the hill's blocking our view, so we say, you know what, let's get in the car. We drive 10 miles further up the road, thereabouts, and off to the left there's a gravel easement on the side of the road. We pull over there, we get out, and we're looking for these orbs, but we don't see them. Suddenly we hear what I can only describe as the strangest sound I've ever heard in my life. I can't even put it into words, but the craziest thing is it sounds like it's coming from underground, not up in the air. So we hop in the car and we drive up the road, I'd say another 30 miles, and off to the left on this highway is a camping spot called Boy Scout Mountain. It's located in Capitan, New Mexico. So when you turn off on this road, it's a dirt road with a bunch of rocks and stuff, rough terrain. So you head up it a ways, and towards the end there's a clearing where you can see everything. And we'd been up there before. That's actually the spot where we had our first triangle UAP sighting. So we figured if we're going to see it from anywhere, it's going to be there. We get out, we look, and there's no sign of these orbs, but the strangest thing happens. We can still hear that sound. There's no way to discern a source. We have no idea what it even is. So at this point, we're thinking, we're freaking out. Let's just go home. So we get in the car and we start heading back down the trail, down the mountain. And for some reason, my friend driving takes a right-hand turn when you normally wouldn't take, coming back down to get on this path and get off the mountain. It sends us down the left-hand side of a hill, and it's pitch darkness around us. It's thick trees, and all of a sudden something hits the side of the car on the passenger side that I'm sitting on. Well, we'd find out later on that there was a dent and large claw marks. I still to this day don't know what it was. We're panicking, we turn back around, we get back up this little trail onto the main trail and head back towards the highway, when suddenly my buddy that's in the back seat of the car starts foaming at the mouth with his eyes rolling in the back of his head. It's almost like he's muttering something. So we're hauling ass down this road. I'm back there trying to shake him, trying to get him to wake up. And as we come back to the entrance onto the highway we arrived on, the entire vehicle is filled with the brightest white light I've ever seen. It's like someone put floodlights or spotlights on every single window of this car, and it was completely blinding. At this point, we've hit the main road. We're headed back towards Roswell. About 3 miles down the road, as I'm shaking my friend, he finally comes to and he's choking. So we pull over, we jump out, we pull him out. You're hitting him on the back, trying to get him to cough up whatever he had going on. And at this point, he's bawling like uncontrollably. And the only thing we could ever get out of him that night was they took me. What that means, I don't know, but what should have been a 10-minute encounter from being up on the mountain to being back down on this highway at the mile marker we were at, somehow we had lost 2 hours looking at the clock. See, I'm getting chills just talking about it right now, because we don't know. Where did the time go? What were we doing during these 2 hours that we have no recollection of? And to this day, because of what happened, I still haven't been out back on that mountain, because anytime I even think about it, it just gives me the chills.